Nicholls this time. But who will emerge victorious? Kalif Du Berlais will trailblaze and Lotus Hood will stalk. Here's Alan Howes.
For the Rosconn Group, Maghull Novices steeplechase at Grade 1 level over the 2 miles. Racing down to the first of their 12 fences, it's Kalif Du Berlais that shows with the advantage. Over Touch Me Not. Over fence number 1, all okay. Lotus Hood to racing to the inside of Brookie in these very early stages. And last of the quintet is Special Cadeau in the green and yellow. Into the home straight then for the first time. There's Kalif Du Berlais and Harry Cobden who show with the lead. From Touch Me Not, the grey Lotus Hood, and then Brookie and Special Cadeau over fence number 2, now towards their first open ditch, the third. Kalif Du Berlais is back in trip today, comes to the ditch, pops over, leading from Touch Me Not, Grade 2 winner at Punchestown earlier on in the season, sits in second place in the hands of Sam Ewing. And Lotus Hood, very much a close-up fourth in the Arkle last time. He's 4 out of 5 over fences so far. Harry Skelton on board. And then Brookie, the dark blue and white there for Sam Twiston-Davis, alongside Special Cadeau and Darrow O'Keefe, as they worked over that plain fence, which is the final jump in another circuit's time. So as they come up by us, it's Kalif Du Berlais, who leads by just over a length to Touch Me Not in second, with 2 lengths away to Lotus Hood in third, a further 3 lengths in back to Special Cadeau. It was a big price when he made that winning fencing debut at Dallas last time. That marker remains Brookie, a 2-time winner over obstacles so far. So into the back straight they head, and towards the line of 4 fences over there. Kalif Du Berlais from Touch Me Not, with a couple away to Lotus Hood, who's wearing those cheek pieces for the first time. Special Cadeau jumps up well. That's a further 4 lengths in now back to Brookie. Now towards fence number 6. It's Kalif Du Berlais from Touch Me Not. Lotus Hood approaching this one in third. Then Special Cadeau and Brookie racing now towards another open ditch at number 7. Kalif Du Berlais comes to this one now. He's over from Touch Me Not. Lotus Hood jumping up just in behind him. And then Special Cadeau and Brookie now towards the final fence over on the back straight. Fence number 8. So once again the lead held by Kalif Du Berlais. From Touch Me Not in second. Lotus Hood back in third from Special Cadeau. And Brookie the back marker as they turn to go through their starting point and head towards the fence on the side, which will be 4 out. It is Kalif Du Berlais from Touch Me Not. Lotus Hood still right in behind him in third at the cross fence now. Then Special Cadeau being weighted with, and Brookie still last of the 5. So the field about to turn towards home with 3 more fences left to take. Kalif Du Berlais by a length over Touch Me Not in second. The grey Lotus Hood is poised in third. Special Cadeau moving up into it to the outside in green and yellow. And then came Brookie. 3 from the end. Touch Me Not rather banked the fence. Got it all wrong, Touch Me Not. Kalif Du Berlais now going clear by about 3 lengths over Lotus Hood, who's up into second. After the mistake, Touch Me Not is now ridden along. The final open ditch. That's 2 out. Special Cadeau left the back legs trailing as Kalif Du Berlais sets off on the run down towards the final fence. He's a couple of lengths up of Lotus Hood in second. His trial challenge. Brookie is up into third now and staying on quite well. The final fence for Kalif Du Berlais, leading now by 3 lengths over Lotus Hood at the last. Kalif Du Berlais, a big jump there. Brookie's now running on. He's challenging for second. It's Kalif Du Berlais from Brookie as they head up towards the line. It's Kalif Du Berlais under Harry Cobden to win the Maghull Novices steeplechase. It's Kalif Du Berlais to beat Brookie. Lotus Hood in third, then Touch Me Not and Special Cadeau.
In the lengthening shadows on Merseyside of the Mullins Grand National Magic emerges Paul Nicholls. Chest out, fist pumped, cheering home another winner. It's been quite some week for him and for these colours. Caldwell Potter, now Kalif Du Berlais off the ropes after that Scilly Isles disappointment, and between times Regent Stroll running a cracker, not to mention Saint-Bris winning on the first day. He'll go home a happy man.
Mobile phone on the floor as well in the celebrations. He was definitely full of beans, as you might anticipate. The Mullin stuff, it's easy to overshadow everything, but can we have a word please for Harry Cobden this week? He's just been the touch of a genius, I think. every single one of these winners, have any of them made a mistake? Colwell Potter, Thornbury, this horse, doing the same thing. It's not like you couldn't telegraph it. We know what position he's going to try and adopt in these chases, and he's just got horses into this beautiful Aintree rhythm.
It's been about this week for the Nicholls team though, hasn't it? All the energy has gone into Aintree this season. They've missed Cheltenham with a lot of their big gun horses, a lot of their promising youngsters, and those promising youngsters, in fairness, have really delivered at this meeting.
Yeah, they have. And just to give a reminder, isn't it, from Paul, that
he loves it.
He's still got to go to Aintree and get something, as another famous football manager said to Sir Alex Ferguson.
He gets handed his firm back there.
Yeah. And as well he might, though, because there's been a lot of talk, hasn't there, this season? If it wasn't, Colwell Potter, how overpriced was he for 6 months of the season before he's thrown that back at them? Talks of his demise being deeply exaggerated.
Beautiful performance from Kalif Du Berlais. Measured his fences really well. Cobden from the front again in these silks. It's been one of the motifs of this week. Admittedly a secondary motif behind you-know-who. And Dan Skelton, what's been a frustrating week, continues. Lotuswood passed by Brookie, who ran such a fine race for Anthony Honeyball in second. No wonder he was so confident when we spoke to him earlier today. It's Cobden and Nicholls with another Grade 1 here at Aintree. We will be right back after the next at Bellewstown.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. You'd be hard-pressed, wouldn't you, to find a more fluent round of jumping than Kalif Du Berlais has just produced in the Maghull, returning 15-8 for Harry Cobden, Paul Nicholls. Second, that was Brookie, 25-1. Bellewstown's 520 is fast approaching apprentice handicap. They are pretty much all in. Here's the betting. Manu Rapehu, 5-1, joint favourite alongside Rockbury Lad, 6-1 free solo, 30-2 and bigger the rest. Here's Jerry.
Set off. They break away over a mile. The 12-runner Mactown Limited Apprentice Handicap as they race down the far side. Prominent is Blue Wood with Close Up. Free solo on the outside, and the blue colours is Nazi. Right with the leaders is Prince of Iris, tracked by Dynamic Force and the Bulk Bank. The stable companions followed on the inside, Pandy and Power. Nazi just heads. Prince of Iris with free solo in between the pair, followed by Pandy and Power, who's moving into fourth. In Shuffle Black is Blue Wood on the inside of Dynamic Force, and then the Bulk Bank and Viersen. They're getting well stretched out. Relevant Range, Take a Chance Jimmy, Rockbury Lad and Mount Rupeho. Coming inside the halfway stage in matching strides of Prince of Iris and Jimmy Dalton on the inside of Nazi and Alan Casey, building up a good 3-length advantage over Free Solo and Adam Brown Souza just third. From on the inside, Pandy and Pound and Rory Mulligan. A gap of 4 to 5 lengths to Dynamic Force and Viersen and Blue wouldn't take a chance. Jimmy trying to pick up ground as Rockbury Lad as they come towards the final two. Nazi went out from the rail. On the rail is Prince of Iris. The pair are quickly coming back to Pandy and Power, followed by Free Solo. On to the heels of the leaders is Rockbury Lad. Out on the left, Take a Chance Jimmy and Viersen, Dynamic Force and Relevant Range and Blue Wood, the Bulk Bank and Mount Rupeho. Racing to the final 200 yards, and it's Rockbury Lad coming there under Sam Cohen to join issue with Nazi, Pandy and Power. Look out for Take a Chance Jimmy right over the top on the outside. Rockbury Lad and Take a Chance Jimmy. Rockbury Lad, Natalie. From Take a Chance Jimmy and Pandy and Power.
Rockbury Lad just about clings on from the fast closing Take a Chance Jimmy in the 520 contest at Bellewstown there. 4 apprentices, does it nicely in the end, clinging on grimly under an apprentice who's got a fine future in Sam Cohen. Let's get back to Aintree for now and rejoin Niall.
Kalif Du Berlais won the Maghull, 5-year-old, some performance, Paul Nicholls.
It's a seriously good horse. I not made an error. We ran him at Sandown over 2.5 because they didn't want to take Lotus on. John had just died, and probably a bad decision. I had nowhere else I could go, so we kept him here for day. I'd have loved to run him in the Arkle because I think he'd have gone very close in the Arkle.
Especially with the Arkle planned out.
But anyway, he came here fresh. He's a very smart horse. I thought he'd win today. Well, that's me dreaming as much, but honestly, he's a very smart horse. He's been working great. He's only 5, he's mature, and then the world's at his feet.
It really is. It was. He's a pleasure to watch the way he goes down and attacks his fences.
Well, I'd like to think that's a real champion chase also next season.
I was just going to say you'll work back from the Queen Mother from now.
And it's so exciting to end the season. We definitely had a bit of a tough season. I don't know why January and February horses were sick. Not sick, but they just never ran well, didn't look bad, but they've just all come right. And we've had some proper horses run well this week. The next season will be really exciting.
Not just about now, it's about building for the future.
And young horses like him, Caldwell Potter, Regent Stroll, they're wonderful horses for the future. So really exciting for us.
Yeah, and just go back to Grand National, Can Do Kid and the rest all okay?
As far as I know, they're all fine. They all came back in. I haven't been able to see them yet for obvious reason. Some of them didn't stay. Can Do Kid, Harry said he was going very nicely following I Am Maximus and just got close to one and paid the penalty. So as long as they're all safe and sound, we'll be happy.
Absolutely. A fine few days. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but a great week for Paul Nicholls, hasn't it? And Kalif Du Berlais, very much the icing on the equine.